Angie, I'm just going to announce in the hall we have a few minute delay. Okay? Hello, everyone. We want you to welcome you to this afternoon of dance drama today. And we're all excited to have you all join us. And we wanted to start on time. Unfortunately, due to some traffic or some reason, a couple of dancers are not here yet. So we're waiting for them. As soon as they come, we'll join. We'll start up the program. Okay, just give us a few more minutes, and we appreciate your support. Yeah? And for those of you who are here on site, we really appreciate you to come in. As of this morning, we're also providing a live streaming link that is available if you want to share with your friends and family. You can go to the Livermore Temple YouTube channel, and then you'll see the link to the program. Or you can go to the Livermore Temple website, livermoretemple.org, and in the front you'll see a link for the live streaming. So, but I think at the end of the program, you'll appreciate that being here on site is the best way to watch and enjoy this program. Okay, thank you. Angie, we're going to get started with the introduction, and then she's supposed to be already here on time. Okay? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get started. Huh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They are going to introduce the three
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
You just have to say some few words.
Yeah. Please. I think it'll be great. Yeah. Yeah. Under. Yeah. Yeah.
Podium light kind of thing.
I think we'll just have the lights on. Yeah.
No, but sometimes I think that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, hello everyone. I think we're going to get started. The dancers are almost here, so we're going to do the introductions, and then hopefully they'll join us on the stage. Okay. You want to do it?
Dear friends, devotees, and those who are present in the hall, as well as those who are watching from remote, we welcome you all on behalf of SCC and MKA Cultural Committee for a beautiful evening dance drama NavaVidha Bhakti, which means 9 different forms of devotion to attain happiness, peace, and moksha. This is a huge effort of 5 different Bay Area dance schools orchestrated by Srimati Gayatri Joshi and her guru Sanjay Bhattacharya. I wish you all enjoy this mind-blowing performance and the dance for the MKA effort. This is a part of the MKA effort which is going to be held at the temple during the time of July 9th to 10th. And I would like to introduce our MKA members who could give a brief description of what will be the festival during that time. I would like to introduce our MKA chair first, Mr. Srini Malireddy, and then our chairman Jyoti, and our president Venu.
Thanks, Chitra. Namaskarams to everyone. I'm Jyoti Sharma, chairman of HCCC Temple this year. And we have Srini Malireddy, who is the Mahakumbhabhishekam chair, which is happening in July from 6th to 10th. And Venugopal Reddy right here. He's the president of our temple. Raj Kauligi is one of our MKA Apex committee members. There are 5 of them, but he's actually handling all the cultural things along with the Chitra and others. So let me do my job welcoming you all for this special NavaVidha Bhakti. I cannot give you all the details because I only know how to enjoy the program. I know a lot of people put a lot of effort in this to make this program successful. So thank you all for coming, and I'll be like one of you sitting in the audience and enjoying the program. And I'll give the mic to Srinivas at this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jyoti. I will also take just a couple of minutes here. Welcome you all, and all of those people who are joining us online. Wanted to thank you all joining us, and also wanted to thank our MKA Cultural Committee for organizing this event. This is a series of events that they have been holding. This is the 3rd event that they are bringing for Mahakumbhabhishekam. As you all know and may have heard, MKA, popularly known as Mahakumbhabhishekam 2022, we have that event coming up on July 6th to 10th. We have been in planning for this event for over 2 years now. We are pretty much on the last leg of the execution, and We would like to have all of the Bay Area devotees as well as the people from the rest of the United States and even from India to come in and actually help with the event and participate. It is a significant religious event for us once in 12 years, and it's our third Mahakumbhabhishekam. The first one was held in 1998, and the second one was in 2010, and then this is the third one. So we look forward to having you all come and join us, and I'd like to have maybe Venu just say a couple of words.
Thank you, Srini. Thank you, Jyoti Garu. Sure, like how Jyoti Garu and Srini mentioned, like I won't take time. I know everyone has come for this NavaVidha Bhakti program. There's a part of our Hindu Community and Cultural Center, the cultural wing, and specifically MKA team led by Chitra Garu, who is arranged, and I see a lot of excitement, a lot of kids are participating from various schools in the Bay Area. So definitely this would be a very exciting program with 9 traditional devotions in the form of 6 dance. That's what I'm trying to recap my understanding here more than anything else. So yeah, let's sit back and enjoy the program. Thanks.
So just again, for those who are here, we really appreciate all of you coming. And then for those who want to watch online, we do have a opportunity to view through the temple, Livermore Temple YouTube channel or livermoretemple.org. If you go to our temple website, you'll see a link for the live stream. So either way, and then, but this is also a fundraiser for the Mahakumbhabhishekam, and then we'll tell more later toward the end of the program what are all the things we're doing. So please support and participate and enjoy the program today. To introduce the program, I have Manoj ji, who's going to give us more details on the background and then get the program going. Please welcome Manoj ji.
Thank you very much. So friends, welcome once again. So it's a very auspicious day today, just because we are in the temple, right? And also there is another occasion that I would like to remind you. Today is Saraswati Puja. You know Goddess Saraswati, who is the mother who is taking care of everything that you think about beauty, think about perfection, refinement, music, dance, everything that you can think about what the world is witnessing as a technological revolution. I believe Goddess Saraswati is behind it. Goddess Saraswati is behind every perfection that we would like to seek in our life. So today there is a beautiful day that we are showcasing this NavaVidha Bhakti, the 9 types of devotion. I don't know how many you do, but it will be a great learning point for all of us to understand about devotion, because devotion is the key thing of everything, right? We need to focus, and when you put your mind and heart together, that is called devotion. And particularly at this time, right, when the pandemic is here, there is so much of turmoil everywhere else, and it's a very transformation time, isn't it? Like a lot of transformation happening in our lifetime. Not only just the technological transformation, because we're in the Silicon Valley, but there is a lot of transformation happening in a spiritual dimension also. I believe this is the perfect time where technology and spirituality are marrying together to give us a wonderful experience of life. So in that journey that we are experiencing, the transformation that's happening, this particular dance item or this particular program that you're doing as a fundraising for the Livermore Temple is a very important milestone. I would say that, if you just pay a little attention for this whole program, the essence of Vedanta, the yoga, all these things that talks about self-realization, you will get a glimpse of it, definitely. You'll definitely get a glimpse of it. We have got these 9 programs, 9 devotions. Let me just narrate it, just like one line introduction, and after that you want to discover it. Like when the different dance comes, you find out, oh, this is what is this Shravanam or Archanam or whatever. So I'm just giving a small clue about each of the items. So when the real dance happens, you have to ask your mind, is this this, is it this? So get yourself engaged, then you will enjoy this program. So during the program itself, like there will be a narration before and after each program. So we'll be talking about how each one is connected to each other and how it is connected to our own life. So in the program that you'll witness, you'll hear what is that bhakti, and what story that we hear from mythology, and how does it really relate to us right here and now in our modern life. So if you look at these three parts, what is that, what story to remember, and how it is relevant to our life, then it will be a lot of takeaways from this program. So the first program is, the first devotion is called Shravanam. Shravanam means listening to the names of this or the stories about the Lord. Then Kirtanam, this is not in direct order of sequence, like we have a different sequence. Kirtanam is chanting or singing about the God. Smaranam means remembering God throughout the day. Pada-sevanam, that is serving God with utmost humility. Then Archanam, that is the ritualistic worship of the God. Vandanam, praising Lord selflessly and with total submission. Dasyam, dasyam is being like a servant to the God. I must tell this, like I was outside waiting in the line for the lunch box, and this person who was serving this lunch box, I mean, I was just amazed to see like in how much of devotion, how much of wholeheartedness that he was having, and always happy, smiling, and then attending to thousands of devotees who are waiting in the line. So I thought for myself like, wow, this is also another devotion. And all these volunteers, the wonderful volunteers that have raised this temple and then have been managing it so well. I mean, let's start with a big round of applause for all the volunteers who are behind this beautiful shrine. I've been here in the Bay Area for the last 25 years, and we have been seeing this temple as an epitome of Hindu culture. And we've been so proud to raise our children amidst such a sacred environment, I would say. And thanks to the hard work of these volunteers. Last time we came here on 1st of January, it was so nicely organized. And particularly the item that they were giving the food in the parking lot, it was so really thought about. Like there was no rush, everybody has to go back. Right? This is really a wonderful opportunity to showcase our managerial skills, our passion for everything. So this temple is a standing point for that. And dasyam, that is like a servant, like we are doing it. Sakhyam is another way that you can be like a friend to the God. Just look for these opportunities. The friend is the real God, or God is the real friend. And finally, all combined together is called atma-nivedanam, surrendering oneself to the God all the time and attain self-realization or samadhi. So loving God with a purity of mind and heart can bestow one with limitless joy and bliss, which cannot be attained by the worldly love. So there is a divine love, there is a worldly love, and the goal is, if you are experiencing worldly love, how to extend it a little bit more so that it reaches towards the divinity. That's the goal here. So if you need the everlasting joy and bliss and want to live in a beautiful world, we need to be devoted to something higher. That which will elevate us and make us realize the true self. So today's program, NavaVidha Bhakti, which means the 9 devotions to God realization, represents 9 different stories of devotion by six different traditional dance styles and by accomplished fine dancers from the Bay Area and beyond. So I would like to introduce the gurus. Is there somebody from the temple who would like to introduce the gurus? So, do you know who is introducing the gurus right now? At the end? Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just do the name of the gurus right now because they're playing all the important roles here, so you should know who are playing. So before we begin this beautiful Indian classical dance production, let's welcome all these luminary dancers. And let's give them a big round of applause because they're just getting ready. They're just behind the stage. All the wonderful dancers. So they are Guru Sanjeev Bhattacharya, Manipuri exponent from Movement in Motion, Guru Srimati Samita Sakhyam, Kuchipudi exponent, and students from Sanskar School of Kuchipudi Dance. Yes, if you belong to that school, why not? Give them big footing and big round of applause. Guru Srimati Snigdha Venkataramani, Bharatnatyam exponent, and students from Laya Dhwani. Srimati Deepanita Sengupta, Kathak exponent, and students from California Nupur Dance Academy. Guru Srimati Gayatri Joshi and students from I Gurukul Odissi. Thank you very much. Now, the last one line I'll say about, when we talk about the God's grace, right? So it is said that if we go one step towards God, God comes thousands of steps towards us. So when all the dancers are coming here from thousands of miles, I believe there is devotion in the air. We just have to have that innate feeling to have it and experience it. So tonight, or this afternoon, is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to get self-realized, at least know about what self-realization means. Thank you very much. So I'll bring the dancers right now. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, pada-sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, dasyam, Sakhyam, atma-nivedanam.
hearing of God's glory and stories wherein the devotee's mind merges in the thought of divinity. One can practice these by listening to the discourses of various masters and attending satsangs, which means the company of seekers of truth and holy saints. So Shravanam is the practice of active listening and feeling about the Lord. In the epic war of Mahabharata, the great warrior Prince Arjun was confused and totally discouraged to fight the battle against his own gurus and cousins. He felt that it is better to be a beggar on the street than killing one's elders and teachers. After explaining his deeper concerns about death, he sought genuine advice from his charioteer, Lord Krishna, like an ardent student. Lord Krishna explains, just like we replace our worn out clothes with a new set of clothes, the soul too changes to a new body after death. He reassured that with whatever guilt, confusion, and difficulties one goes through in this life, when one surrenders to him, he helps them in the process of emancipation. After sincerely listening to the Lord, Arjun built courage, confidence, and clarity about his dharma as a warrior and won the battle of Mahabharata. We all are like Arjun in this life, fighting the battle of life day in, day out. Only after listening to the inner voice of Lord Krishna, we all can perform our duties and attain self-realization.
हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्षमपि लोके हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरुनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान् स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयः स्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि।
These days, thanks to the technology of smartphones and social media, it is so easy to listen to many inspiring stories and songs of the Lord and practice the path of Shravanam in a practical way. Just like Arjuna attained moksha by practicing Shravanam, the demon king Ravana received Atmalinga with another practice of devotion, pada-sevanam. This means serving the Lord's feet with utmost humility. Demon king Ravana went into deep penance to obtain Shiva's Atmalinga. He prayed for years and years, but when Shiva still did not show up, he ripped open his abdomen and played the Rudra Veena as a final proof of his devotion at the Lord's feet. Shiva came and offered him his desired Atmalinga. The goddess of wealth and fortune, Lakshmi, is yet another great example of practitioner of pada-sevanam. Another story cited here is of the Lord Shiva himself capturing the conceited river Ganga, who was flowing in a rage, and the Lord locks her up in his matted locks. This also gives an opportunity to Ganga to practice pada-sevanam to Lord Shiva.
सर्वेश्वर करुणाकरमूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकरमूर्ते सामगान प्रिय वेदस्फूर्ते सामगान प्रिय वेदस्फूर्ते सामगान प्रिया
of the Lord. Saint Mirabai, the 16th century mystic poet and devotee of Krishna, spent her entire life in deep adoration of the Lord with her countless soulful hymns and bhajans. They are so powerful that even now in the 21st century, the Mira bhajans and kirtans are inspiring millions of devotees to get connected with the divine.
जो कोई घायल हो जो हरि की गति जो हरि जाने जो हरि की गति जो हरि जाने की जिन जो हर होए तेरी मैं तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरो दर्द न जाने को तेरी मैं तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरो दर्द न जाने को दर्द न जाने, दर्द न जाने, दर्द न जाने को तेरी मैं तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरो दर्द न जाने को तेरी मैं तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरो दर्द न जाने को।
Thus, Kirtanam can be practiced by attending bhajans and kirtans or simply chanting the name of the Lord while performing our daily chores. This, in fact, can prove to be a very practical tool to practice mindfulness.
Vandanam. After Kirtanam in the series of NavaVidha Bhakti, next comes Vandanam, which means the humble prostration to the Lord. Sastanga Namaskara, or the 8-point touch position in the yoga, is an example of Vandanam, where the devotees show faith and reverence while prostrating to all beings, knowing them to be the forms of the one God. Many devotees, including Akrur and Patanjali, practice this. Sage Patanjali, the author and compiler of the famous Yoga Sutra, came to Temple Chidambaram to have darshan of Lord Shiva. Nandi, Shiva's carrier, would not allow Patanjali Muni to have darshan of the Lord Shiva, Nataraja of Chidambaram. In order to reach Lord Shiva, Patanjali, with his mastery over grammatical forms, spontaneously composed this prayer in praise of the Lord without using any extended syllable, which is called Dirgham, without Charana and Sringa, that is the leg and horn, to tease Nandi. Patanjali bowed to Lord Shiva, and Shiva was quickly pleased, gave darshan to the devotee, blessed him, and danced to the lilting tune of this song.
सदञ्चितमुदञ्चित निकुञ्चितपदम् सदञ्चितमुदञ्चित निकुञ्चितपदं झलझलं चलितमञ्जुकटकम् झलझलं चलितमञ्जुकटकम् पतञ्जलिदृगञ्जनमनञ्जनमचञ्चलपदम् पतञ्जलिदृगञ्जनमनञ्जनमचञ्चलपदम् जननभञ्जनकरम् जननभञ्जनकरम् कदम्बरुचिमम्बरवसम् परममम्बुदकदम्बकविडम्बकगलम् परममम्बुदकदम्बकविडम्बकगलम् चिदम्बुधिमणिम् बुधहृदम्बुजरविम् परचिदम्बरनटम् हृदि भज हृदि भज
ता दे दिन दा तक तकिट तक तकिट तक तकिट ता दे दिन दा तक तकिट तक तकिट तक तकिट ता धागे धाति नि दिन दा थिन धागे धाति नि दिन दा थिन धागे धाति नि दिन दा थिन धाति नि दिन दा थिन तक धाधा तक तता तक धाधा तक तता धागे धाति नि दिन दा थिन तक धाति नि दिन दा थिन धागे धाति नि दिन दा थिन तक धाति नि दिन दा थिन तक धाधा तक तता तक धाधा तक तता धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन धाधा धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन धागे दिगिन धाधा तक धाधिंदा तक ताथिंदा तक धाधिंदा तक ताथिंदा तक धाधिंदा तक ताथिंदा तक धाधिंदा तक ताथिंदा धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन धागे धागे दिगिन तक धाधिंदा धागे धाथिंदा धा तक धाधिंदा धागे धाथिंदा धा तक धाधिंदा धागे धाथिंदा धा
नवरत्नविलसत्कटक किङ्किणिझलम् अनन्तनवरत्नविलसत्कटक किङ्किणिझलम् झलझलम् झलरवम् मुकुन्दविधिहस्तगतमार्दललयध्वनि धिमिद्धिमितनर्तनपदम् मुकुन्दविधिहस्तगतमार्दललयध्वनि धिमिद्धिमितनर्तनपदम् शकुन्तरथवर्हिरथ नन्दिमुखशृङ्गिरिटि भृङ्गिगणसङ्घनिकटम् शकुन्तरथवर्हिरथ नन्दिमुखशृङ्गिरिटि भृङ्गिगणसङ्घनिकटम् सनन्दसनकप्रमुखवन्दितपदम् सनन्दसनकप्रमुखवन्दितपदम् परचिदम्बरनटम् हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज अनन्तमहसंत्रिदसवन्द्यचरणं मुनिहृदन्तरवसन्तममलं मुनिहृदन्तरवसन्तममलं कवन्धविय बन्धुरविमञ्जुबपुषम् कबन्धवियदिन्द्ववनिगन्धवः वह्निमखबन्धुरविमञ्जुबपुषम् अनन्तविभवम् त्रिजगदन्तरमणिम् त्रिपुरखण्डनपरं त्रिपुरखण्डनपरं सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटम् हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज हृदि भज
When we bow down in prostration, our ego is annihilated and we are open to receive the blessings. Scientifically speaking, every time we bow down to touch our elders' feet, more blood circulation happens to our brain, which can improve brain health. While Vandanam can bring desired humility to our personality, the next method of devotion, Archanam, can create a deeper feeling of intimacy with the Lord. The ritualistic worship of God can be very engaging and can be done either with external materials or with a strong inner feeling. The purpose of worship is to please the Lord through love and to purify the heart through surrender of the ego. Devotees like Prithu and Ambarisha practice this kind of bhakti. In this story of Sri Uddhavam, we will learn how both Devas and Asuras wanted to obtain Amrit, nectar that grants immortality. They churned the Kshirasagara, ocean of milk, together. Lord Vishnu incarnated as Kurma, the tortoise, and supported the mountain being churned. As a result of this churning of the ocean, several things and beings came out, namely gems, the Harahara poison, the moon, the Airavata elephant, and other divine creatures. The goddess of the wealth Lakshmi also appeared with a garland. All devotees offered their prayers and prostrations to the goddess. She chose to marry Lord Vishnu, bringing that oneness of divine. So beyond any doubt, Archanam can lead to that ultimate freedom.
शुभास्पदं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं वरप्रदर्शनोदितं प्रदर्शयाममीप्सितं वरप्रदर्शनोदितं प्रदर्शयाममीप्सितं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं वरप्रदर्शनोदितं प्रदर्शयाममीप्सितं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं वरप्रदर्शनोदितं प्रदर्शयाममीप्सितं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदं वरप्रदर्शनोदितं प्रदर्शयाममीप्सितं हिरण्मयी समुद्भवं हितार्थदं शुभास्पदम्
तद्दित्तगजं दित्तगजं तगजं जं जं तरिकिट तक तक दित्तगजं दित्तगजं तगजं जं जं तरिकिट तक दित्तगजं तगजं जं तरिकिट तक तक दित्तगजं तगजं जं जं तरिकिट दित्तगजं तगजं जं तरिकिट तक तक दित्तगजं तगजं जं जं तरिकिट दित्तगजं तगदित्तगजं नगदित्तगजं तगदित्तगजं तद्दिं तक तकदिं तक नकदिं तक तगदिं तक दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं तांग तद्दिं तक तकदिं तक नकदिं तक तगदिं तक दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं तांग तद्दिं तक तकदिं तक नकदिं तक तगदिं तक दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं दीं तत्तगदं
क्षीरसागरमथनयत्नं देवदानव उद्यमं क्षीरसागरमथनयत्नं देवदानव उद्यमं क्षीरसागरमथनयत्नं देवदानव उद्यमं क्षीरसागरमथनयत्नं देवदानव उद्यमं मन्दरं मन्धानरूपं वासुकी संचोदितं मन्दरं मन्धानरूपं मन्दरं मन्धानरूपं
दिं तद्दिं तत्तक झं दिं तद्दिं तृगृततकिट तक तज्जं दिं तद्दिं तत्तक झं दिं तद्दिं तृगृततकिट तक तज्जं दिं तद्दिं तक तृगृततकिट तक तज्जं दिं तद्दिं तक तृगृततकिट तक तज्जं दिन दिन तक दिन तक दिन तक 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 तत्तगृदं तत्तगृदं तत्तगृदं
मन्दरं मन्धानरूपं वासुकी संचोदितं मन्दरं मन्धानरूपं वासुकी संचोदितम् अमृतार्थम् असुरसुरगणकार्यमेतत् अमृतार्थम् असुरसुरगणकार्यमेतत् अद्भुतम् उप्लवोद्धृतकमठरूपम् उत्तमं पुरुषोत्तमम्
दिन 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 तक दिन तक दिन 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 तक दिन तक दिन
उप्लवोद्धृतकमठरूपम् उत्तमं पुरुषोत्तमम् अमृतार्थम् असुरसुरगणकार्यमेतत् अद्भुतम् उप्लवोद्धृतकमठरूपम् उत्तमं पुरुषोत्तमम् उत्तमं पुरुषोत्तमम् मन्दरगिरिवरमधनं खलु अमृत सदनं मन्दरगिरिवरमधनं खलु अमृत सदनं मन्दरगिरिवरमधनं खलु अमृत सदनं मन्दरगिरिवरमधनं खलु अमृत सदनं स्वच्छ कच्छ पीश विष्णु मायावृतकथनं स्वच्छ कच्छ पीश विष्णु माया कथनं मन्दरगिरिवरमदनं खलु अमृत सदनं मन्दरगिरिवरमदनं खलु अमृत सदनं मन्दरगिरिवरमदनं खलु अमृत सदनं हालालकोलाहल संशोभितमदनं
తరగడ తకిట తరగడ తకిట తరగడ తకిట తత్తజ్జం తరగడ తకిట తరగడ తకిట తరగడ తకిట తత్తజ్జం తరగడ తకిట తత్తజ్జం తరగడ తకిట తత్తజ్జం తరగడజ్జం తరగడజ్జం తరగడం 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 తరగడం
హాలాలకోలాహల సంశోభితమదనం కంఠాశ్రిత విషసంకుల శివ శంకరవదనం కంఠాశ్రిత విషసంకుల శివ శంకరవదనం హాలాలకోలాహల సంశోభితమదనం కంఠాశ్రిత విషసంకుల శివ శంకరవదనం మందరగిరివరమదనం ఖలు అమృత సదనం మందరగిరివరమదనం ఖలు అమృత సదనం ఐరావత ఉచ్చైశ్రవరకౌస్తుభజననం చిరకామద కల్పతరువరసురభిజననం ఐరావత ఉచ్చైశ్రవరకౌస్తుభజననం చిరకామద కల్పతరువరసురభిజననం ఐరావత ఉచ్చైశ్రవరకౌస్తుభజననం చిరకామద కల్పతరువరసురభిజననం అమృతాంశు అప్సరసో పారిజాత ప్రభవం అమృతాంశు అప్సరసో పారిజాత ప్రభవం విద్యుల్లత విద్యుద్భ్రమ విస్ఫారిత విమలం విద్యుల్లత విద్యుద్భ్రమ విస్ఫారిత విమలం విస్ఫారిత విమలం విస్ఫారిత విమలం కమలాలయ కరుణాలయ శ్రీలక్ష్మీ జననం కమలాలయ కరుణాలయ శ్రీలక్ష్మీ జననం వరలక్ష్మీ జననం జననం క్షీరసాగర పుత్రికమనీయ శుభదాత్రి క్షీరసాగర పుత్రికమనీయ శుభదాత్రి శుభలక్షణాన్విత సుమసమాశ్రితమూర్తి క్షీరసాగర పుత్రికమనీయ శుభదాత్రి శుభలక్షణాన్విత సుమసమాశ్రితమూర్తి క్షీరసాగర పుత్రికమనీయ శుభదాత్రి శుభలక్షణాన్విత సుమసమాశ్రితమూర్తి క్షీరసాగర పుత్రికమనీయ శుభదాత్రి
తారితత్జం తత్తి తన్ను జండు తిమ్మి తగు దరికిట తగతత్త రిత్తత్జం తత్తి తన్ను జండు తిమ్మి తగు దరికిట తగతారిత్తత్జం తతకిట తగతత్త రిత్తత్జం తతకిట తగతారి తత్తత్తన్ను తత్తత్తజం తత్తత్తదిమ్మి తత్తత్తత్తి తత్రగృతం తద్ది తత్రగృతం తత్తి తత్రగృతం తై తద్ది తత్రగృతం దత్తి తత్రగృతం దత్తి తత్రగృతం
శాకంబరీ शाकम्भरी लक्ष्मी शातोदरी स्निग्ध सर्वसम्बद्धा त्रिसौन्दर्यमुग्धा शाकम्भरी लक्ष्मी शातोदरी स्निग्ध सर्वसम्बद्धा त्रिसौन्दर्यमुग्धा निखिल लोकालोक निरवधिक सुखदात्री भुवनैक मोहना भाग्यदा लक्ष्मी निखिल लोकालोक निरवधिक सुखदात्री भुवनैक मोहना भाग्यदा लक्ष्मी क्षीरसागर पुत्री कमनीय शुभगात्री शुभलक्षणान्वित सुमसमाश्रितमूर्ति क्षीरसागर पुत्री कमनीय शुभगात्री
ददर्श पुरुष पुंगवान् रमा ददर्शुपस्थितान् यक्ष रक्ष सिद्ध साध्य देवासुरचारणान् स्वयंवरावलोकने सरसीरुहलोचना स्वयंवरावलोकने
ददर्श पुरुष पुंगवान् ददर्शुपस्थिता यक्ष रक्ष सिद्ध साध्य देवासुरचारण स्वयंवरावलोकने सरसीरुहलोचना पुरुषोत्तममयि च श्रीनिवासमीप्सितं पुरुषोत्तममयि च श्रीनिवासमीप्सितम् लक्ष्मी क्षीरसमुद्र राजतनया श्रीरङ्गधामेश्वरी दासीभूत समस्तदेववनिता लोकैकदीपाङ्कुरा
We can practice Archanam simply by dedicating our work, whatever we are engaged in, as an offering to the Lord. That way, every act of ours will be purified, and at the same time, it can prove to be a stress management technique. After doing Vandanam and Archanam of the Lord, some devotees feel like offering themselves as a servant to the Supreme, which brings the next practice of devotion, dasyam. This is the path where one serves the God and carries out his wishes as his servant, realizing the Lord's virtues, nature, glories and mysteries. Lord Hanumanji is a towering example of divine seva to the Lord. Kanakadasa is among the most famous Haridasas or servants of Lord Vishnu. He was devoted to the service of Udupi Krishna. However, he was not permitted to see the sanctum sanctorum of the temple as he belonged to the so-called lower caste. When he pleads to Lord Krishna behind the temple, the idol faces backwards to give him darshan, thereby shocking all his oppressors. depicting the stories of Gajendra Moksha, Prahlada Bhakti Vijayam, and Draupadi. Kanakadasa reminds Lord Krishna that he was there immediately when his devotees were in trouble. Illustrating the dasyam devotion, Kanakadasa pleaded to the Lord, "I have been your dasa for all these years. Will you not show me your compassion?"
Krishna 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 ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಹೋಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಹೋಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕೂಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕೂಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮ ಪದದೊಳಗೆ ವಿಷಧರ ಸಿರಿ ಸಹಿತ ಕ್ಷೀರವಾರಿಧಿಯೊಳಿರಲು ಪರಮ ಪದದೊಳಗೆ ವಿಷಧರನ ಕಲ್ಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ಸಿರಿ ಸಹಿತ ಕ್ಷೀರವಾರಿಧಿಯೊಳಿರಲು ಪರಮ ಪದದೊಳಗೆ ವಿಷಧರನ ತಲ್ಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ಸಿರಿ ಸಹಿತ ಕ್ಷೀರವಾರಿಧಿಯೊಳಿರಲು ಪರಮ ಪದದೊಳಗೆ ವಿಷಧರನ ತಲ್ಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ಸಿರಿ ಸಹಿತ ಕ್ಷೀರವಾರಿಧಿಯೊಳಿರಲು ಕರಿರಾಜ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯಲಾಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ಒದಗಿದೆಯೋ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಕರಿರಾಜ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯಲಾಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ಒದಗಿದೆಯೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯಲ ಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ಒದಗಿದೆಯೋ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕೂಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಡುಕೋಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಖಳನು ಖಡ್ಗವನು ಹಿಡಿದು ನಿನ್ನೊಡೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲಿಹನು ಎಂದು ಮೊರೆಯೇ ದೃಢ ಭಕುತಿಯಲಿ ಶಿಶುವು ಬಿಡದೆ ನಿನ್ನವು ಭಜಿಸೆ ಸಡಗರದಿ ಕಂಬದಿಂದೊಡೆದೆಯೋ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಕೋಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಖಳನು ಖಡ್ಗವನು ಹಿಡಿದು ನಿನ್ನೊಡೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲಿಹನು ಎಂದು ಮೊರೆಯೇ ದೃಢ ಭಕುತಿಯಲಿ ಶಿಶುವು ಬಿಡದೆ ನಿನ್ನವು ಭಜಿಸೆ ಸಡಗರದಿ ಕಂಬದಿಂದೊಡೆದೆಯೋ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕೂಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಮಸುತನ ರಾಣಿಗೆ ಅಕ್ಷಯ ವಸನವನಿತೆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಜಮಿಳನ ಪೋರೆದೆ 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 ಸಮಯ ಸಮಯವುಂಟೆ ಭಕ್ತವತ್ಸಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಸಮಯ ಸಮಯವುಂಟೆ ಭಕ್ತವತ್ಸಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಕಮಲಾಕ್ಷ ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವನೇ ಕಮಲಾಕ್ಷ ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವನೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಸೇವೆಯನು ಕೊಡೋ ಹರಿಯೇ ಕೂಗಿದರು ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ನರಹರಿಯೇ ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ಬಾಗಿಲನು ತೆರೆದು ತೆರೆದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ
we can consider reporting to one CEO, the Lord, on a permanent way to cultivate this dasyam method of devotion. We can also fulfill our divine duties by serving the devotees of God, serving the poor and sick people who represent the different forms of God. The practice mantra for this method of God realization is "Let thy will be fulfilled." Smaranam means remembering. Before we delve into this method of devotion, let us be reminded of all the methods so far: Shravanam, pada-sevanam, Kirtanam, Vandanam, Archanam, and dasyam. The practice of Smaranam involves remembering the Lord's name and presence always and everywhere. Devotees like Uddhav and Gopis practice this path of Namasmaranam.
Hayune Uddhav Tammune Hayune Uddhav Tammune Braja Vrindavan Karam Lay Hoye Hayune Uddhav Tammune
बसंता गी आहिंदा श्री कृष्ण राधा बुनी सिंधुन सजाद गेले खतले Bangsi paiduna unjalambi panakle Natati natabada bhuvana mano hararat mandala mache Pada pankada para manme no pura dunu baje Anga vibhanga lalita vibhanga tandava karukeli विद्याधर करत अंग हर भक्ति मवन माजी जगत मृदंग तक थई तरंग तक तक थई तक जाम तार झन तिक झन कलर घन घन घोर गगन घन श्याम जांग करत उरु नगर नगर तजी ता तुम कुत कुत राम कुत बलि हरि विपिन बिहारी बलि हरि विपिन बिहारी बलि हरि विपिन वृंदा देवी सखीना मातम सारे खंदोना संदोन गया नवा आबिर कसलकले श्री राधा कृष्ण दास सानरी राधा श्याम गोपी सिंह नैना सानरी राधा श्याम गोपी सिंह नैना पायरी आदिरा खूबम थन्ना सायरी पायरी
Smaranam, Smaranam, Smaranam. I am Uddhav. Krishna has sent me as a messenger to all his friends and family in Vrindavan. He has decorated me himself in all these clothes and ornaments. He knows that you miss him immensely, and he misses you too. He asks you to simply remember him for a moment, and in that moment you'll find yourself very close to him and him to you. He remembers how during springtime you played with him with holy colors. It was playful, but he could sense such deep affection. The gopis seemed to have completely surrendered to him in devotion, and at that moment he felt so close to them. Remember him with this festival, and you will realize that he is with you and you are with him. Smaranam, Smaranam, Smaranam.
Shanaki vali lado bashantari tudar. Shanaki vali lado bashantari tudar. Radha shanningi, Radha shanningi, amukhanna bashantari lado shanningi he uno.
Smaranam. Krishna remembers how much you tried to stop him when it was time for him to leave Vrindavan for Mathura. You even tied your hair to the wheels of his chariot, trying to rein him back. He fondly remembers the devotion you showed him and Radha during the spring festival, when you decorated their swing with jewels and flowers. He feels like he's still swinging on that swing, surrounded by your love. He feels that he is with you and that you are with him. Smaranam, Smaranam, Smaranam.
रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, सखगन देत झांकरे, रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, बाजे ब्रह्म खमक मार्दुल मृदंगा झाझोरे, मृदंगा झाझोरे, मंडला कर जुगला तत सखी सब हरिशम गोरी, रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, रतन हिंदल पर बैठल राधा माधवो, हो द्रंग द्रंग किट किट कोनो झेन झेनको झेन झेनको झेंद्रंग 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 किट किट कोनो झेन भक्कु धक धिक्कु आरे तथा तथे दिगते दिगते थे द्रिंग तथे थे द्रंग गुरु द्रंग गुरु द्रंग गुरु द्रंग
राधा अमदी कृष्ण ऐना राधा अमदी कृष्ण ऐना झुलोनी दोलदा फमिन्नदूना नुंगाइखिबदो हे उदो झुलोनी मतमदा नखोइन ईशै शक्तुना थौगन्खिबदो शानखिबदो अमुखना शाननिङिने झुलोन लीला हे उधो झुलोनी मतंदा
Smaranam. Krishna misses his friends with whom he used to enjoy ball games. How much you loved him, even play felt so divine. Of course, it was during one such game that he defeated the Kalyanag. That was just one of his tricks to show off his divinity. He sees you all in his dreams. He sees himself playing with you and you with him. Smaranam, Smaranam, Smaranam.
गोष्ठगिमतं दा शानखिवाशिंगा फिबुलहावी लमजेल चेनबे शानखिबदो निंसे ला शाननिङिने हे उधा गोष्ठगिमतं दा शानखिवाशिंगा
ta gin hey din ten ta 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 tang ta gin hey din ten ta 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 tang ten ta 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 tang ten ta ta gin tag din hey gin hey tag din hey gin tang tag din hey gin hey tag gin hey gin ta
dana dere no nagir dani din tana odiyana 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 dere no odiyana dere no odiyana dere no take it again 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 take it
Meditation is devotion. When you remember Him, He is with you, and you are with Him. And remember that it is in separation that you are most united with Him.
Namasmarana is considered the easiest path to attain the Lord in Kali Yuga. One can do this by remembering the beautiful form of the Lord in whichever deity one believes in and chanting His name. If one cannot imagine a form, then let us look all around us. We are surrounded throughout with His wonderful creations. In essence, this is a great practice of constant remembrance of the Lord and preoccupying our mind with divine thoughts, which can help build a strong focus of mind. Next comes Sakhyam, or divine friendship. This is the devotion of being a friend with the Lord. Arjuna, Sudama, and Draupadi are the examples of devotees who cultivated the friendship sentiment of bhakti. Draupadi and Krishna were best friends. On the occasion of Sankranti, when Krishna was flying the kite, accidentally he hurt himself. Then immediately Draupadi tears a part of her sari and ties it to Krishna's finger. Years later, when Draupadi was being humiliated in the kingdom of Kauravas, Krishna emerged as her protector. In this tale of Mahabharata, Duryodhana, the cunning Kaurava, and his maternal uncle Shakuni conspire to defeat their cousins Pandavas in a game of dice. In the game, Yudhishthir first loses his kingdom, then his brothers and himself. Duryodhana prods Yudhishthir that everything is not lost yet and he can win everything back by putting his beautiful queen Draupadi at stake. Inebriated by the game, Yudhishthir, to the horror of everybody, agrees. And again he loses to Shakuni. Dusasan drags Draupadi to the court by her hair. When she refuses to come with him, she questions the legality and morality of this unjustified game. Duryodhana orders for her to be disrobed. Draupadi makes emotional appeals to all for help. None were able to help. Finally, when she surrendered herself to her Sakha, raising both her hands up, Lord Krishna came to protect her by offering Koti Vastra, millions of saris joined together.
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव.
Just like the earth can be lifeless without the sun, life itself can be very dry without friends. However, we know how hard it is to get true friends in this world. So all things considered, making God our friend can be a winning strategy. A slight variation of the popular proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed, to a friend in need is God indeed, can be so appropriate. We now come to the ninth devotion, Atmanivedana, which literally means the complete surrender of the self to the Lord. The devotee offers everything to God, including his body, mind and soul. He doesn't attach himself to the pleasure and pains in life. He becomes an instrument in the hands of God. God takes complete care of such a devotee. This is very much like the GPS system, the global positioning system, where one can easily navigate to the destination. In our context, the GPS is God positioning system, where you feel like being in the hands of the God all the time. The Gopis and Bali Chakravarti practiced this method of bhakti. This is one of the most difficult paths to follow, though not impossible. This is the surest way to attain the best in both worldly life as well as spiritual life. When we do our work and surrender to Him, He gives the best to us. He knows what is right for us. All we need is to trust Him with full faith. There is no one story to depict the value of Atmanivedana. All are stories of life, not just in this life, but life after life. All our thoughts, words and actions are directed by that supreme consciousness. And sooner we realize this truth, not only we will be able to practice Atmanivedana, but will enjoy this life as the one great divine play called the Leela.
संकल्प प्रतिकूलस्य वर्जनम् रक्षिष्यति इति विश्वसो गोत्रत्व वर्णम् आत्मनिक्षेप कर्पण्ये सद्विदा शरणागति सद्विदा शरणागति.
Jim
Is it on? Yeah. So let's give them a big round of applause first. I think they also deserve a standing ovation. All the gurus, all the students, like that, they did such a marvelous job tonight. Please come forward. Let me just say the last word. A devotee can take any of these paths here he feels comfortable with. After understanding the path and following it consistently with full faith and focus, here he can lead a meaningful life and also make this world a beautiful place to live. This is how our conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind become one with the absolute consciousness and make this one life worth many lives by the sheer grace of God. When we sincerely begin any of these 9 devotions or NavaVidha Bhakti, we go beyond the nirvana and rather would desire to come again and again to this world to serve the Lord until this earth truly becomes a heaven. Thank you very much. Yeah, now the priest is going to Ashirvada Vachanam right now.
स्महवीर्नमसोपसद्या मित्रं देवं मित्रधेयन्नोऽस्तु अनोराधानहविषा वर्धयन्तः शतं देवेव शरदस्व वीराः ॐ वृषशैलाधिप एव दैवतन्नः वृषभाद्रीश्वर एव दैवतन्नः शैलाधिप एव दैवतन्नः भगवान् वेङ्कट एव दैवतन्नः श्रीनिवासः कुलदैवतन्नः श्रीनिवासः परमन्धनन्नः श्रीनिवासः परदैवतन्नः श्रीनिवास परमागतिर्नः वक्त्राब्जे भाग्यलक्ष्मीः करदलकमले सर्वदा दानलक्ष्मीः दोर्दण्डे वीरलक्ष्मीः हृदयसरसिजे भूतकारुण्यलक्ष्मीः खड्गाग्रे शौर्यलक्ष्मीः निखिलगुणगणाडम्बरे कीर्तिलक्ष्मीः सर्वाङ्गे शौर्यलक्ष्मीः त्वयतु विजयताम् सर्वसाम्राज्यलक्ष्मीः श्रीर्वर्चस्वमायुष्यमारोग्यमावेध शोभामानं महीयसे धान्यं धनं पशुं बहुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः श्रियः कान्ताय कल्याणनिधये निधयेऽर्थिनाम् श्रीवेङ्कटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मङ्गलम् उमाकान्ताय कान्ताय कामितार्थप्रदायिने श्रीगिरीशाय देवाय विश्वनाथाय मङ्गलम् शतमानं भवति शताय पुरुषशतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठति सत्यमन्त्रार्था सत्या सफला सन्ति भवन्तु श्रीमन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तु वेदोक्तं परिपूर्णमायुष्यमस्तु सह कुटुम्बानां परिपूर्ण धान्यं पशुं बहु
Thank you very much. It is such a auspicious chantings.
Wow, what a great performance today. Let's give a big applause. I am sure you will all agree with me if I say the dancers brought the theme NavaVidha Bhakti to all very close to us. They danced in different forms, many of the different forms, and brought us the theme very well to us. I'm sure you'll all agree that this has elevated us close to him now, right? This would not have been possible if not for Gayatri Joshi. Gayatri started working on this program, I think July, August. She had the stories all together, and she worked with every one of the dancers, every one of the gurus, and brought an exponent from outside the Bay Area. This Bay Area, we didn't know that there was any Manipuri dancer, and she brought the dancer from there, and she worked with all other dancers who we saw today to make this program happen. Thank you, Gayatri. And next is our exponent, Sanjeev Ji Bhattacharya. He came all the way from Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, to give us the program today. And because of his program, we got to see Manipuri and the different type of costumes which I have never seen in my life. That was so wonderful. And I know he came once before to see the auditorium and speak to our light person and others. And he came for 3 weeks ago, practiced with the other dancers, and here he is today performing a wonderful show.
And Sanjeev Ji also 2-time President Awardees. He received President Award 2 times.
Next I have Snigdha Venkatramani. She was the Bharatanatyam dancer. She danced beautifully today. She is an acclaimed singer too.
She sang the last song she sang.
Oh, okay. All of them danced for the last piece. About 7-8 years ago, or maybe some time ago, she came for Arudra Natyanjali, and here I was in the audience, and I said, hey, Snigdha is dancing to her own music. That's her. And I have to say one more thing. Snigdha and her students had only 2 weeks of rehearsal. There was another dancer who was going to dance the Bharatanatyam side of the Bhakti. She could not make it. And Snigdha proudly took over the challenge and had done a wonderful job. Deepanvita Sengupta. She is the artistic director of California Newport Dance Academy, a Kathak dancer. Did a wonderful job. I do not know much about Kathak dance, but I learned a lot today after seeing you. That was wonderful. The Meera Bhajan was wonderful. The last but not least is Samita Sakhyam. Samita is the artistic director of Sansar School of Kuchipudi Dance, and she was the backbone support for Gayatri Joshi. I know she worked behind the scene for the last 4 or 5 months, and she presented 2 wonderful bhaktis today, and we will remember the pieces for a very long time and dwell on it. Thank you, Samita. Yes, should we honor them?
Yeah,
we would like to honor all the gurus and the dancers today in the Indian style. First, we will do with Gayatri. Gayatri, come. Gayatri and her students too. Students of I Gurukul, Odissi dance. Come with Gayatri, please, with the Guru. Gayatri is going to be honored by Jyoti Sharma, our chairman. Gayatri, do you want to say anything? Or you want to wait for later? I will wait for later. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for the next one? Thank you, I Gurukul School. Next is Sanjeev ji. Would the students please? Hey, where is the check? Snigdha and the students of Layadvani. Yeah, you do it. Deepanvita and the students of California Newport Dance Academy. Sakhyam. There is a green one. No, we had both. Thank you.
One of the dancers drove from Arizona.
Wow. Okay, who is the dancer who drove from Arizona today? Wow, that's wonderful. You're very special to us. Okay, I think you should come and you should say. Next is Samida Satyam and the Sanskar Dance Academy. they have one. Give me one badge. Give me one badge. More bags. Okay, we want to get Manoj Joshi. Manoj Joshi was the voice you heard during all the explanation was done by Manoj Joshi. We want to thank him.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much.
this is the small present prasadam from the temple.
God's blessings. Thank you. Let me just share a story, just like 1 minute. There was a young man in the village, and he read something about this kind of programs like Bhakti, and he found that service is inevitable. So he determined that maybe I should serve the greatest person in my life. So he found that the village mukhya, or the leader, he went and got a job with him, and finally served him. After 1 or 2 months, the tax collector came and then collected the money from him. Now he realized that this is not the great person. The tax collector is the great person. So he went with tax collector and then tried to collect all the taxes. And finally they went to the capital, and then they met the governor. And then he realized that the governor is greater than this tax collector. He abandoned him and joined the team of the governor. And after a few months and year, the governor introduced him to the king. Then he said, wow, I finally found the greatest person in this world. And he started finding beautiful positions in the king's kingdom. And until last one time, when the king himself went to the temple and bowed down to Lord Krishna, and then he realized that Lord Krishna is the ultimate person. Now, after watching this one, you don't have to really worry about that. Like maybe you're working for Apple, Facebook, or Google, or whatever the company. So serve them with the Krishna consciousness inside. The Krishna is always in our heart. So we should realize that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you. Please give a big round of applause for yourselves. This has been a long time that we are dancing to real people. We have been dancing to the camera all the time. Some of the kids ask me on the backstage, are they going to be real people? I said, yes, they're going to be real people. And so thank you on a Saturday afternoon to come here and grace us with your presence here. Thank you so much. And then I would like to thank the people you can see us. That's Krishnaji over there. Thank you, Krishnaji. And Ryanji, who volunteered himself, and he didn't know what he was going through, what he was signing up for. So he was here for last 3-4 days. So thank you, Ryanji. And also on the audio, Vishuji, thank you so much. Now I would like to thank, obviously, the entire crew of Livermore Temple. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. Jayaji actually came up with this concept. When she told me, I was like, wow, this sounds so good. And Jayaji, we together did it today. And Chitraji, thank you so much. Please come here. Raji, Vandanaji, she was so nice to volunteer for so many things. Another person who always wanted to volunteer, she has been telling me from the day one, Ramaji. Ramaji, wherever if you are watching, thank you so much. Please, yeah. So this is the team of people who brought it here. And now, obviously, I would like to, all the people, all the volunteers on the front desk, and the camera, and the video, and everyone who has pitched in. I know I have forgotten a few people here. Another thing I would like to tell that it was an honor actually to be part of this crew, my friends. Can I have you guys, Samidha and Snigdha, Sanjeev ji? It was so much an honor. You can't believe that the journey itself was so rewarding. I don't know how the program was today, but we really enjoyed. We felt the bhakti and we really enjoyed together. And the Panita, of course. So two people who saved me, he is actually Deepanita. Thank you so much. And Snigdha.
Always.
She even sang for us towards the end. And obviously, I don't have to say Samidha and Sanjeev ji. We were thinking, in fact, to do solo. We'll not just do all NavaVidha Bhakti one time, right? When people were dropping because of the COVID, they had their own reason. But we got it together, and that's not because of us, because of Lord Krishna, Lord Balaji, whoever, the greater God. That's why we are here. And another person who has been pushed to be the volunteer is my husband, my partner in crime. He comes and I'm like, oh, you're doing audio. So today he just did stage management just out of the blue. And the entire script was actually written by him. So thank you. Thank you so much. That was incredible. Did I?
The live streaming team.
Oh, the live streaming team. Yoginder ji for sure. I don't know who are the other people. Vamsi ji.
You actually stole my whole word of thanks.
Please say. Now is the right moment. Please say.
Okay, back to Raji.
No. I think you did much better than me. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
No, we have just a few more people to thank. In the food chair, you all will, when you go out, they're ready to take home boxes, okay, and prasadam, and especially made for today. So, and I think all the food volunteers we appreciate, and then people behind the video, Vamsi, and then Yugender, and I think you already thanked them, but the people behind the Krishna, and especially the lighting,
Yes.
I mean,
Very good.
It's amazing.
Without him, nobody would have seen anything. Ryan ji and Krishna ji.
Ryan ji was really. No. Ryan had to leave. No?
Oh,
yeah.
he himself is a dancer. He just registered not to dance.
So, I think he had to leave. So, and then Vishu ji, there's always that you heard when everything was dark. We were waiting for the thing to start, right? That was Vishu. He was setting up the next song.
Audio cue and all this.
Perfect. Everything was balanced, matching. So there was
Awesome,
not a
awesome
single
job.
mistake made today. So
it is flawless.
Exactly. Good practice makes perfect, right? So and then of course the audience. And I said earlier, the people who came in live, I think this is so much better than watching on TV. So. Right? We appreciate everyone. We followed all the COVID rules. We tested, we checked, we took the temperature, verified vaccination. So everything we did. So we hope everybody is safe. And then we really enjoyed it. And then again, this is all under the Mahakumbha Abhishekam that is coming up in just a few more months. So we look forward to having more programs like this. And then the 5 days, I have not seen a Mahakumbha Abhishekam before, so this will be my first experience. And then all of us, I think it'll be a tremendous program. So we all want to come, and more programs like this will come. So appreciate everyone, and thank you very much.
So before we just conclude, may I just request all the gurus, please say a few words. Maybe you can say what is your best method of devotion? What do you practice?
I think today we proved that if devotees are connected with the Almighty, He is always protecting us. Like I am here for 2-3 weeks, and every day we were worried about what happened with others, and we did. And our dance, worship, and wisdom brought that devotion. So that is our worship.
Thank you very much.
I think for me, the best way of showing my devotion is being true to my art, being true to my profession, being true to any and every duty that I do. To me, that's the best form of devotion. And I'm very grateful that I found like-minded friends who shared this passion, who shared this thought and this vision. And that's why we were able to bring what we brought for you today. Thank you.
Yeah, when Gayatri ji explained about this concept, I was like, yeah, sure, definitely. We'll do it in January or sometime in February. I said, yes, very much signed up. So this is this is like a passion, I should say. For many people, they say, right, your Sahasrar Chakra, that is what shows. So sometimes, while dancing, that is that ultimate thing I enjoy on the stage. So that is what I can say. And I'm very thankful to the team. Thanks.
Namaskar. First of all, thanks to my dear friend Gayatri. I never thought that I would be a part of it. Now, and as Snigdha said, that we have made such great friends while, working together. So, since we were talking about devotion, so to me, devotion is good thoughts, good beliefs, and good work. And believe and always have, I always feel that, wherever I am here today is all because of my Guru. So I want to say pranam to my Gurus. Nritya Shiromani Guru Vandana Sen and Nritya Vilas Guru Suchandra Banerjee. They are actually my life.
So as I said in the beginning, today is a very auspicious day, Saraswati Puja. And Saraswati is the goddess who is supervising everything. Whatever the perfection that we saw tonight is all because of her grace. So since today is the Saraswati Puja, may I just request all of you to just chant 3 times her mantra. Om Aim Maha Saraswati Namaha. Chant with me. Om Aim Maha Saraswati Namaha. 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 Let me conclude with the Shanti Mantra. By the way, my place is wellness by all means, and dance is a part of that, and devotion is a part of that. So please join me. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the meaning of this prayer, may everyone in this universe be healthy and safe. May everyone be auspicious to one another, kind and good to others. May there be no miseries, no unhappiness, no sadness, no grief with anybody, and at least there is no COVID anymore. May there be peace. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you very much. It is such a great pleasure to have you all, and all the audience behind the scene. Thank you very much for watching us tonight. Namaste.